Hey y'all. So I'm coming to talk about this attack on New Orleans last night during celebration for the new year. There was a man who attacked a crowd of people and a lot of people lost their lives, 10 people to be exact so far, and they're saying allegedly 30 other people that are injured. So I'm gonna play this video and we're gonna talk about it. But it's just really sad that the year started off like this. It's so tragic to hear something like this when people should be able to celebrate in peace. We start off the new year with such a horrible tragedy. So I'm going to play the video and we're gonna talk about it.
Welcome back here on Live Now from Fox. We actually do have an update for you. That suspect involved in the New Orleans attack has been identified as 42-year-old Shashmoud Din Jabbar. Let me pull up an image of the screen here as I do read this to you. This is the latest just in here from the FBI right now. Today at this morning, 3:15 in the morning Central Time, a man drove a pickup truck into a crowd of people on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, killing at least 10 people and injuring dozens of others. This is a statement from the FBI. I'm reading all of it to you as we do learn this new information. After hitting the crowd, he exited the vehicle and fired upon local law enforcement. Law enforcement returned fire and the subject was pronounced dead at the scene. 2 law enforcement officers were injured and transported to a local hospital. The subject has been identified as 42-year-old Shashmoud Din Jabbar. He is a U.S. citizen from Texas. He was driving a Ford pickup truck, which appears to have been rented, and we are working to confirm how the subject came into possession of the vehicle. An ISIS flag was located in the vehicle, and the FBI is working to determine the subject's potential associations and affiliations with terrorist organizations. Weapons and a potential IED were located in the subject's vehicle. Other potential IEDs were also located in the French Quarter. Again, that's the area where all of this has happened.
Okay, you guys, that's explosives that they found in the vehicle. Well, in the area, they found explosives, and from what I'm hearing, they were able to detonate some of the explosives. So they're still searching the area to make sure that there's no other explosive threats in the area. There's it's also been said that there's a scheduled college football game tonight at in the area not far from there. And at first they were saying that the police were checking the stadium and just making sure that it's safe, considering it will hold a lot of people and they just don't want anything else to happen. So they was checking the stadium and the surrounding area of the stadium to make sure that there aren't any explosives or anything like that. But then I also seen another update that said that the game was canceled. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's being said that football game scheduled for tonight, which is called, I believe, the Sugar Bowl, it is canceled. So I'm not 100% sure, but I did see that. So yeah, it's just really tragic and sad, you guys. Let the video continue playing.
The FBI's special agent bomb technicians are working with our law enforcement partners to determine if any of these devices are viable, and they will work to render those devices safe. The FBI is the lead investigative agency, and we are working with partners to investigate this as an act of terrorism. We are aggressively running down all leads to identify any possible associates of the subject. All right, again, we were just listening in there to those brief statements from law enforcement as we are learning this breaking news that we're bringing to you here on Live Now from Fox. This is a part of this FBI statement that I am now going to read to you in full again, as we do now know the name of the man who drove that truck. He is the suspect of all of this. So again, today at approximately 3:15 a.m. Central Time, an individual drove a pickup truck into a crowd of people on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, killing at least 10 and injuring dozens of others. After hitting the crowd, he exited the vehicle and fired upon local law enforcement. Law enforcement returned fire, and the subject was pronounced deceased at the scene. 2 law enforcement officers were injured and transported to a local hospital. What we are learning right now, this breaking news on Live Now from Fox, is that subject, as they're calling him, has been identified as 42-year-old Shasmoud Din Jabbar. He's a U.S. citizen from Texas. He was driving a Ford pickup truck, which appears to have been rented, and now the FBI is working to confirm how he came into possession of that vehicle. Another thing we are learning right now, as of now, is this ISIS flag that was located in the vehicle. The FBI is working to determine the potential associations and affiliations with terrorist organizations that he may have had. Some other new information for you as I continue to read this statement. Weapons and a potential IED were located in the subject's vehicle. Other potential IEDs were also found in the French Quarter. The FBI special agent bomb technicians are working with our local law enforcement partners to determine if any of these devices are viable, and they will work to render those devices safe.
Okay, you guys. So I just wanted to do a video on this, just so if anybody haven't seen it, most people probably seen this by now because it's breaking news and it's everywhere. And I'm really just praying for the people of New Orleans, especially the families that were affected by this horrible act. And yeah, I hope that we get, answers and to what was going on with this guy. Why would he do something like this? He, from what they said, he is a U.S. citizen, and he was born and raised in Texas, but he had that ISIS flag on the back of his truck. So many people are saying that there's a lot of information going around on Twitter, including videos and images of what happened last night. And the pictures, from what I'm hearing, is pretty graphic. So I don't want to go over there to look. I can't take that. I'm just letting you guys know. But there's a lot of information and videos and things like that going around on Twitter of videos that and footage from last night. People was obviously filming. And yeah, I just can't take it. So of course I didn't go over there and try to get anything. But I did find an image that people are said that's going around on Twitter, because people were able to find an image of this guy. It has not been confirmed officially by somewhere like CNN from what I've seen, but there are a couple of news stations or news reporting companies that did post this image as well. Nobody that is reputable enough for me to say, like CNN or Fox News or anything like that yet. But this is the image of the guy that's going around on Twitter, and there has been a few articles that have posted this image and they confirmed it, but still not from somewhere that I would say is confirmation. So yeah, but from what they saying, this is him. And yeah, it's just horrible, y'all. It's a bad start to the new year, and it's you don't want to hear something like that. I'm just sorry that this happened to the people of New Orleans, especially, again, like I said, the families that were affected. And yeah, I just hope that all my viewers, I hope you guys are not affected by this. And just remember to love on your people. This is a reminder at the beginning of the year that things like this happen. Everybody, please be careful. It's people walking around out here with mental issues and things like that. And when I find out more, when I hear more, I will come back and talk about this again as it's being reported, because of course they have to finish their investigation. And so that's it, you guys. Just pray for the people around you. Stay safe. And until next time, y'all, I'm out. Bye.